to share or any questions? I think that will be very inspiring for all of us.
Please feel free to chat if you cannot speak, or if you're open to speak, please unmute yourself and can suggest any topics, any questions that you may have. We can go over that.
Nobody has any questions, looks like.
Questions.
You can also ask question on behalf of someone if you have no questions. Hare Krishna. Okay, you have a question. What's your thought on Indra Prabhu? Many people accept him as an Uttama Adhikari. Firstly, an Uttama Adhikari will never disobey the order of spiritual master. If he claims to be an Uttama Adhikari, or they claim, first of all, to know someone as an Uttama Adhikari, you must be an Uttama Adhikari. If you are not Uttama Adhikari, how you can find out who is Uttama Adhikari? Does that make sense? Yeah? Yes? So this person, he claimed, or they claiming him to be Uttama Adhikari, but he was not following the instruction of Prabhupada. Prabhupada never authorized anybody to become gurus. So he was supporting the guru system by staying there in Vrindavan. You can see. So here in this verse, na savam pravisat pragyaha sabjadosham anusmaran abruman vibruvan agyo naraha kilbisham asnute. A wise person should not enter an assembly if he knows the participants there are committing acts of impropriety. And if having entered such an assembly he fails to speak the truth, speaks falsely or pleads ignorance, he will certainly incur sin. So this is number one point. If someone is an Uttama Adhikari, how he can support this so-called activity of the gurus who have gone against the order of Prabhupada? Yeah, staying with them, eating their food and doing all activities in their camp. This is, Prabhupada said, the Gaudiya Math, one section was doing, nominated someone as a guru, another one stayed away. Prabhupada said both became useless, but he stayed aloof. So he didn't get implicated. So if you are actually an Uttama Adhikari, then you should have followed the instruction of your guru strictly. Yes? So this is point to be noted. Say the moment you don't follow the instruction of the spiritual master, or you go against, as you know, then you become useless. Okay? The order of the spiritual master is the active principle in spiritual life. Anyone who disobeys the order of the spiritual master immediately becomes useless. Hmm? Yes. So all these instructions are there to guide us, And if you don't take these instructions, then how you can make progress? Hmm? You cannot work on sentiment just because the person may be expert in singing. Doesn't mean that he's become a pure devotee, Huh? If a devotee commits an offense at the feet of Vaishnava while cultivating kripa or devotional service in the material world, his offense is compared to a mad elephant that uproots the kripa and breaks it. In this way, the leaves of the kripa are dried up. One devotional attitude increases in the association of a Vaishnava. Tandera charana seva bhaktasane vas janame janame ho he abhilas. By his personal example, Narottam Das Thakur stressed that a devotee must always remember to please his predecessor, Acharya. Goswamis are represented by one spiritual master. One cannot be an Acharya spiritual master without following strictly the disciplic succession of the Acharyas. One who is actually serious about advancing in devotional life should desire only to satisfy the previous Acharyas. Chaya Gosani Yara Muritara Gras. One should always think of oneself as a seven of the Acharyas. And thinking this, one should live in the society of Vaishnavas. However, if one thinks that he has become very matured and can live separate from the association of Vaishnavas, then gives up all the regulated principles due to offending a Vaishnava, one's position becomes very dangerous. Offenses against the holy name I explain in Adi Lila, chapter 8, text 24. Giving up the regulative principle and living according to one's whim is compared to a mad elephant which by force uproots the bhakti lata and breaks it to pieces. In this way, bhakti lata shrivels up. Such an offense is especially created when one disobeys the instruction of the spiritual master. This is called Guru Avagya. The devotee must therefore be very careful not to commit offenses against the spiritual master by disobeying his instruction. As soon as one is deviated from the instruction of the spiritual master, the uprooting of the bhakti lata begins and gradually all the leaves dry up. Yes, who's asking this question? Hello? Hmm? Many people accept him, but he criticized the fake gurus. Yeah, but he may be criticizing why stay in their camp. Huh? What the Bhishma Dev was always criticizing or chastising Duryodhan, but he was staying in their camp and eating their salt. Huh? Correct? Understand? You cannot be sitting in their camp and speaking bad and all that, but you have to set example, you have to follow. How you can go with all these fake guys? Although they are fake, you should stay away. Prabhupada said, cannot be with them. Hmm? And also he was talking about all this Raganuga thing and all. Huh? When you dress the deities, you have to think of Krishna in this way and spontaneous Raganuga thing, which Prabhupada never thought. And of course, even if you are very advanced also, you should keep it to yourself. You should not expose this externally. Hmm? These are all processes. Anyway, I don't know, someone who can disobey Prabhupada can become very advanced. It doesn't make sense. Although you may say he's criticizing the Guru and all, but why you stay with them? Huh? Hello? If my parents are against bhakti, today my mom told me to destroy my altar as I was doing seva, and she told me that, are you mad? Should I take you to a doctor? Please guide me, Prabhu. My family is against it. So you do it mentally, it doesn't matter there, no altar, no problem. She can't take the altar out of your mind, no problem. In your mind you worship God, what's the problem? Hmm? Yes. Hmm? You can make an altar in your mind also. Why the problem? Hmm? Yes.
Yes, Prabhu.
Why you worry? Can she take everything out of your mind? Huh?
No, Prabhu.
Ah. So you make in your mind and you do your puja. What's the problem? Hmm?
Okay, Prabhu.
Yes.
Yes, Prabhu.
You can see here. You can do it like this. Deity form of the Lord is said to appear in 8 varieties: stone, wood, metal, earth, paint, sand, the mind. Do you hear the word? Or jewels. So you make the altar in your mind and then you do your puja, what you can do. Correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
Hmm. Krishna is very kind. Even if you offer mentally anything, he also will accept. Just like the story of the Brahmana who mentally was offering everything to Krishna. And one day he was offering sweet rice and he thought the sweet rice was very hot. He touched the thing and his hand got burned. And because he was offering in the mind, he could not figure out how he can get his hand burned. And at that moment, Krishna took him back to the spiritual world. The story is there, an act of devotion. Yes?
Yes,
Hmm. So you do like that until, you know, Krishna makes some arrangement for you.
yes, Prabhu.
So no problem. Huh?
Okay, Prabhu.
Prahlad's father was against him also. Correct?
Yes,
Does it mean that Prahlad gave up devotional service?
no, Prabhu.
Hmm. Uh, do you think the Ayana Prabhu did Sahaja activity with telling intimate spiritual classes of partake openly? I mean, we have to follow Prabhupada instruction, If Prabhupada never did, why are you doing? You think you're better than Prabhupada, then another thing. Maybe you have some intimate relation, but these things are not to be discussed publicly. So if you want to follow him, fine, I've got no objection. But my point is this, that if you want to follow someone, you better make sure that he's really true and true, follow your Prabhupada. The Prabhupada is the base in our movement. And if you try to go against Prabhupada, then you can see what has happened. Everyone who trying to do that, they have gone into severe disaster, as I read just now. If you offend the spiritual master, you will dry up and finish. So try to understand this. Better to follow Prabhupada 10%. Prabhupada is the authority. Why worry whether Indra is a pure devotee or not pure devotee? The best thing is to follow Prabhupada, who is guaranteed and successfully proven to be a pure devotee. And even if you want to follow him, Indra, but how are you going to provide you some Shiksha guidance? Correct? So think about all this. Hare Krishna, how do we control what food we eat? As Grahastha, when food preparation at home is made with onion and garlic or mushroom, are there any practical ways? I mean, if the food is made with onion and garlic, it should be avoided if you want to make spiritual advancement. So you have to somehow or other protest and fight, otherwise how? You're going to eat such food and pursue your spiritual life, it doesn't make sense. So it comes with education, some form of, you have to become very stern and strong to tell them to cook without onion and garlic, at least for you. If they can do that, then yeah. Otherwise, if you compromise and try to take contaminated food, then the mind will become disturbed. So much so that you will give up your so-called chanting Krishna's name. Because these principles are not to be compromised. No way you can compromise because your family members are addicted to this. You're not saying that you tell them if they don't eat, but at least they should not cook for you. That much they should do. Yes. You
Yes,
try.
Yes, Prabhu.
Who is this Srikant? Where are you from?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Prabhu, I'm in Toronto.
Oh, you're from Toronto, huh? So you have to some or other, explain the disadvantage of this onion and garlic, how it will promote lust, anger, and all these bad qualities, And if you develop these bad qualities in the mode of passion and ignorance, then it becomes graduates to becoming very demonic, So when you become demonic, you become irreligious. And if you become irreligious, how you can progress spiritually? Yes?
Yeah, Prabhu.
So you should try. At least you try. Maybe if they don't want to help, you try to cook for yourself. That's the next alternative. Right? Make a little rice, a little vegetable, whatever. And then they will succumb to your, because they see you're very strict about it, then somebody has to change. I think you must be meaning your wife, no?
Yeah, Prabhu.
So you try, maybe if you can have her listen to some devotees, explain to her, will also be good, no? Because sometimes it's difficult for you to drive the message through, but if you can invite some devotee to explain to her, she may be open to listening, no?
Yeah, yes, Prabhu.
So you try to have a devotee talk to her and encourage her. Because you're going to do something good only, no? Because Krishna will not accept anything which is got this onion and garlic and all that, no? Right? And if you eat contaminated food, then your consciousness will get polluted.
Yes, Prabhu.
So you have to help her, you try to explain, no? That's the best I would suggest.
Okay. Yeah, yes, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Prabhu, why we assume no one can in future better than Prabhupada can come? I never say many people can come. Nobody say that there cannot be millions of pure devotees. Prabhupada has made millions of pure devotees. I don't say no. But he has not ordered anyone to become guru. That you have to understand. You understand? So if someone is acting like a guru, that is a disobedience of Prabhupada's order.
Yes, right.
You understand that?
Yes, Prabhu.
So you also can be better than Prabhupada. I never say no. Anyone can be. But you cannot become better than Prabhupada if you disobey his order. That's not possible, Huh? How to do that? By disobeying his order, you become useless. Correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
That you have to understand. Yeah? Yeah. Anyway, what is the meaning of trying to find who's a big devotee, a big less? Why not just follow Prabhupada? What's the problem? Any problem in that? Huh? You are reading his
No,
book, you are
no,
reading
Prabhu.
instruction, you are chanting 16 rounds, you're doing everything Prabhupada telling you. Then what you're looking with a torchlight, someone advanced, why all these unnecessary things? Why? You know, you got nothing else to do. Hello? Hello? Tell me.
Yes,
Huh?
Prabhuji, understand. Yes,
You have
understood,
nothing
Prabhuji.
else to do, is it? Huh? Tell me. Huh? So don't be foolish, you know. Why not just follow? Someone is sent by Krishna to you, and you're speculating who could be another one, who could be the best. Why waste our time? Huh? Now, if you think Prabhupada is not capable to help deliver you, hello, hello,
No,
is it
no.
clear? Is it
Yes,
clear?
Prabhuji. Yes,
Huh?
Prabhuji.
Yeah,
Yes,
please make it clear. You know, ask irrelevant questions. They're just going to be unnecessary. Huh? You ask
yes,
questions
Prabhuji.
which benefit you spiritually. Otherwise, what's the point? Wasting my
Yes,
time, wasting your time. Huh? Is that the purpose of this question and answer? Hello? Hello?
yes, Prabhuji, understand. Yes, right.
Yeah, don't be foolish, you know. Otherwise, ask something that is relevant, you know. And we have a pure devotee with us. He has already given us all his, you know, perfect question, answers, wrote the books, everything. And here you are speculating another better devotee. Why waste our time? Huh? Hello? It's completely irrelevant. What, any other questions?
Yes, Prabhuji, I have a question.
I feel office environment distracts me from devotion and while chanting as well. How can I focus on chanting as well and keep my work schedule intact? So here, this is how you should do your, you know, activity. According to Vedic principles. Hmm? According to the Vedic principle, one should rise early in the morning, take bath, chant Hare Krishna, offer Mangala to the deities, study the Vedic literature, take prasadam, and engage in dressing and decorating the deities. One must also collect money for the temple expenditures, or if one is a householder, he must go to work in accordance with the prescribed duty of a Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Sudra. In this way, one should live a life of spiritual understanding, and this is the Vedic way of civilization. So this is the system. If you follow this system, even if you go to hell also, no problem. What to speak about office? Huh? You will get the strength, especially by waking up in the morning and doing very strictly this morning program, and of course also eating only Krishna Prasadam. And this way your mind will become very much focused. A devotee is not bothered if we go to heaven or hell, no? Yeah? Yes?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Because he's fixed in his service. But if he's a non-devotee, then yeah, he's very worried. Wherever he goes, he's completely disturbed. And in that kind of environment, for sure, you will be unable to concentrate. Yes?
Yes.
Yes or not? So you try to understand this, you know. So the main thing is to become spiritually situated, and that works from waking up in the morning, as Prabhupada is saying here. If you don't do that, then when you're around, then of course you're going to be problems, serious problems. Even if you don't do that, you see, even if you advance, you can fall down. Many times you have quoted. Yeah?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Here, if you don't do this, then even if you advance, you will fall down. What to speak? Huh? From this, we can understand how we have to be very cautious in executing our spiritual duties by offering the rules and regulations, regularly chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. If we neglect doing this, we will eventually fall down. Is this point? Huh? We must rise early in the morning, bathe, attend Mangalarti, worship the deity, chant the Hare Krishna mantra, study the Vedic literature, and follow all the rules prescribed by the acharyas and the spiritual master. If we deviate from this process, we may fall down, even though we may be very highly advanced.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Ah, so you have to know the system. If you don't follow this system, then definitely you're opening your doors wide for Maya to come right in. And that means you are actually compromising with the mode of passion and ignorance. And when you go into the mode of passion and ignorance, then irreligion is the breeding ground for irreligion. And what will happen? You will start compromising. You will start compromising, and then everything will be finished. When consciousness is fixed on the material body, home, and other similar objects of sense gratification, one spends life chasing after material sense object with the help of the senses. Consciousness, thus powerfully affected by the modes of passion, become dedicated to impermanent things, and in this way, irreligion, ignorance, attachment, and wretchedness arise. This is the result. That's why it is warned that we should go above the modes. How to go above the modes? We have to do devotional service in unfailing way. Myam cha vyabacharena bhakti yogena sevate. This is again spoken by Krishna. Unfailingly we must do. What is this unfailingly? Sleep as you like, chant as you like. What? Hello? What is it? What is this unfailing circumstances? And the whole idea is to go into the mode of pure goodness. And if you compromise with that and stay even in goodness, you will be contaminated. Because goodness also is not pure. That's why you must transcend even goodness. Understand? See? Even goodness is not good. Sometimes the mode of goodness become prominent, defeating the mode of passion and ignorance of son of Bharata. Sometimes the mode of passion defeats goodness and ignorance, and other times ignorance defeats goodness and passion. In this way, there's always competition for supremacy. But if you transcend the mode of goodness also, then there's no disturbance by the mode of passion and ignorance. Right? Once you situate in the Sattvam, Vishuddham, Vasudeva Sabditam. This is a statement by Lord Shiva. And you come to the Vasudeva platform, then that's it. You are fixed up. That's why Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, anyone who comes to this Vasudeva understanding, then he is a Mahatma, Sudurlabha, correct? Yes. But this is the idea, the whole thing is very nicely explained. That's all. You want to do some shortcuts, that's going to be a problem. After many birth and death, who is actually in knowledge surrender unto me, knowing me to the cause of all causes, and all that is such a great soul, is very rare. So you must come to this Vasudeva platform. Okay? Anyone who does not come to this Vasudeva platform, then he is fallen. Yeah, he is fallen. No problem. No. What other recourse? Yeah, this verse. Eva manaha karma vasham prajunkte avidyayamanaha upadiyama yamane priti na yavanmai vasudeva. See this? Does not understand this Vasudev. No? When the living entity is covered by the mode of ignorance, he does not understand the individual living being and the supreme living being. So when he is covered by Maya, there is no way he will understand. And his mind is subjugated by fruity vacuum. Then he is in karma vasham. Huh? What is this karma vasham? You want to enjoy karma, work. Therefore, until one has love for Vasudeva, who is none other than myself, he is certainly not delivered from having to accept a material body again and again. Until one has love for Lord Vasudeva, it is very clearly stated here. And how to come to this Vasudeva platform? First, you must come to the Sattva platform, goodness, and you must go to the Shuddha Sattva. What is that verse? Suddham, Sattvam, Visuddham, Vasudeva, Sabditam. Anyone can tell me? Hello? Canto chapter 4, Canto 4. Lord Shiva spoke this verse. Yeah? Anyone out there?
4:3:23, Prabhu.
What?
4:3:23.
4:3:23, huh? See this verse here? Sattvam Vishuddham. Vishuddham means when you become purified from Sattvam. Then you enter into the Vasudeva Sabditam. This is spoken by Lord Shiva, I am always engaged in offering obeisance to Lord Vasudeva in pure Krishna consciousness. Krishna consciousness is always pure consciousness, in which the Supreme Personality Godhead known as Vasudeva is revealed without any covering. And this is the transcendental platform. That's why Krishna says, want to know me as Vasudev, then he is a Mahatma and Durlabha. That means it's a transcendental platform. Many people think, no, yeah, I know Krishna, and all the time in Maya. What is this knowing Krishna and in Maya? This is not Vasudeva platform. This is the problem, right? Oh, Krishna says, no, chapter 4, text 9, if you only know my transcendental activities and my pastimes, you never come back here again. Yeah, I know, everything I know. And then if you know, why you go into Maya? All the time with the what, YouTube or Facebook or Instagram or something, watching all crazy stuff. That means you know Krishna. Hello, tell me. It means you don't know Krishna. If you are attracted to Maya, that means you're not Krishna conscious. You understand? Krishna consciousness means Maya cannot come inside your mind. That's not possible. You're enjoying also, not only just watching this, enjoying also. Hello? Tell me. Is that Vasudeva platform? Try to understand. Anyone who chants Nirantaraha, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, then there is no room for him to get any Maya coming in. Unceasingly, he is chanting. Understand? Hello? The word is Nirantara. You see this verse, I'll take this verse out. It is spoken by Adi, I think it's Adi. Nirantara 16, I think. 16. Let's read this together. It's very interesting how we can understand how a long way we have to go. So here in this verse, now here 1672. Oh, this is RD, sorry. All right, here you can see this word here. A person who is always chanting the holy name of the Lord is to be considered a first-class Vaishnava, and your duty is to serve his lotus feet. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati, this word we are talking about here is in the Sanskrit. Nirantara, Krishna Nama Nirantara. See this verse here. This Nirantara is explained here. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur says that any Vaishnava who is constantly chanting the holy name of the Lord should be considered to have attained the second platform of Vaishnavism. Such a devotee is superior to a neophyte Vaishnava who has just learned to chant the holy name of the Lord. A neophyte devotee simply tries to chant the holy name, whereas the advanced devotee is accustomed to chanting and takes pleasure in it. Such an advanced devotee is called Madhyama Bhagavata. It indicates that he has attained the intermediate stage between the neophyte and the perfect devotee. Generally, a devotee in the intermediate state becomes a preacher. A neophyte devotee or an ordinary person should worship the Madhyama Bhagavata, who is the via medium. In the Upadesh Amarta, Srila Rupa Goswami says, Pranati Bhischa Bhajantam Isham. This means that the Madhyamadhikari devotee should exchange obeisances between themselves. The word Nirantaraha, meaning without cessation, continuously, constantly. So Nirantara meaning is without cessation or continuously or constantly is very important in this verse. The word Antara means interval. Antara means interval. If one has a desire, if one has desires other than a desire to perform devotional service, in other words, if one sometimes engages in devotional service and sometimes strives for sense gratification, his service will be interrupted. So this is what we all are doing. Sometime in Krishna consciousness, most of the time not in Krishna consciousness. Correct? So this is interrupted devotional service. That's what we all are doing. A pure devotee therefore should have no desire other than to serve Krishna. He should be above fruitive activity and speculative knowledge. In this Bhakti Rasamrita Srila Rupa Goswami says, Anya Bilasita Sunyam. That's what Anya Bilasita Sunyam means. No more Gyan and Karma. Anavritam. Anukulena Krishna Nusilanam Bhakti Uttamam. This is the platform of pure devotional service. One should not be motivated by fruitive activity or mental speculation. One should simply serve Krishna favorably. That is the first class devotion. So these two activities, work is worship, this nonsense. Everybody thinks this is so important. This work is worship nonsense. This is called the karma. And speculating. This is another thing. So and so is a pure devotee, so and so is a pure. All this is speculative. Correct? Nothing better to do. So he should simply serve Krishna favorably. That is first class devotion. Another meaning of antara is this body. The body is an impediment to self-realization because it's always engaged in sense gratification. Similarly, antara means money. If money is not used in Krishna's service, it's also an impediment. Antara also means janata, people in general. The association of ordinary persons may destroy the principle of devotional service. Similarly, antara may mean greed. Greed to acquire more money, enjoy more sense gratification. Finally, the word antara also means atheistic ideas, by which one considers the temple deity to be made of stone, wood, or gold. All these are impediments. The deity in the in the temple is not material. He is the Supreme Personality of Godhead himself. Similarly, considering the spiritual master an ordinary human being, Guru Shu Naramatir, this is the nonsense. Living Guru, this Guru, living Guru nonsense. They are so much absorbed in this living Guru nonsense, which is against the principles of Vedic Shastra. Try to consider a Guru who is living and who is dying. The Guru Shu Naramati is also an impediment. Nor should one consider a Vaishnava a member of a particular caste or nation. Nor should a Vaishnava be considered material. Charanamrita should not be considered ordinary drinking water, and the holy name of the Lord should not be considered an ordinary sound vibration. Nor should one look on Lord Krishna as an ordinary human being, for he is the origin of all Vishnu Tattvas. Nor should one regard the Supreme Lord as a demigod. Intermingling the spiritual with material causes one to look on transcendence as material and mundane and spiritual. Oh, this is material, this is spiritual. Prabhupada spoke about all this management, they're all material. And then it is spiritual, we should not mix it up. It's all nonsense. In Krishna consciousness, there's no material, no spirit, everything is spiritual. Yes? Understand? This is all due to poor fun of knowledge. That is the problem. The problem is there's no mundane education. Nobody reads the books. Who's reading? Oh, no time, Prabhu, no time. So how you can get to understand anything if you don't get knowledge? Correct? See? Poor fun of knowledge. It's all due to this poor fun of knowledge. One should not consider Lord Vishnu and things related to him as different. This is another thing. One should not consider Lord Vishnu and things related to him as being different. There's no material, and everything with Krishna is spiritual. Yes? No, they say, no. The management are all material. Hello? All this is offensive, Prabhupada. Prabhupada is saying here. All this is offensive. It doesn't know, doesn't understand. All this crazy living Guru. Guru is eternal. Guru is not a material person. Why you call him spiritual master? You call him material master. Yes? You call him material master. I am praying to my material master. Namo Om Vishnu Padaya. No, Namo Om Maya Padaya. He is not Vishnu Padaya. Hello? How can he be Vishnu Padaya? Vishnu Padaya means he is spiritual. Yes? Yes or not? Come on, think, this is because of no knowledge. It's foolish. And then they breed this nonsense. There's another problem, breeding this nonsense. I've come to India, this is so prominent. And we speak about it, oh, you guys are strange. You understand? Practically, I have seen everyone is offensive. Not one of them are following Prabhupada strictly. Yeah, they have big temples and big congregation and big everything. But what's the point? When you become offensive, it's a waste of time. Bhakti Sandarbha 265, Jiva Goswami writes, Mamaikam yasya vachi smaranam patam gadam iti adhav deva dravina adi nimikta kaha Pashanda Sabdena Cha Dāsa Aparādha Lakshayante Pashanda Mayatva Tesham. In this verse beginning, Mamaikam Yasya, we find the word Pashanda, godlessness. The word literally indicates misuse of one's body or property. But in that verse, it implies the 10 offenses against the Lord's holy name, since each of these leads to such godless behavior. Understand this point here? Anyone who does not understand this, then he will end up as being godless. So dangerous. Pashanda means what? Atheistic. Atheistic means what? Does not believe in God. Very dangerous. The Mayavadis look on Vishnu and Vaishnava imperfectly due to their poor fund of knowledge, and this is condemned in the Srimad Bhagavatam 11.2.46. intermediate Vaishnava is described as follows. Ishvara tat adineshu balisheshu dveshu prema maitre kripa upekchaha yaha kharoti sa madhyamaha. The intermediate Vaishnava has to love God, make friends with the devotees, instruct the innocent, and reject jealous people who speak all this crazy philosophy. We have to reject. Huh? We cannot say, okay, they are good, we are good, everybody is good. This is nonsense. Right? And if we follow that nonsense of everybody good, then we will fall down. Yes, we will fall down because we are becoming offensive. These are the four functions of the Vaishnava in the intermediate state. The Chaitanya Charitamrita 2264, Sanatana Goswami is taught. Sradavan Janahaya Bhakti Adhikari, Uttama Madhya Kanista Srada Anusari. One who is faithful is a proper candidate for devotional service. One who is faithful is a proper candidate for devotional service. Faithful means to who? What is this faithful means? Faithful means you are faithful to Prabhupada. Hello. What else you are faithful to? Unless you yeshe deve para bhakti yeta deve tata guru. Unless you have implicit faith in Guru and Krishna, you are not considered as faithful. How you can be faithful? Correct? Say, oh yeah, we also have Prabhupada, we also follow Prabhupada. What are you following? He's telling you to do something you're not doing, and you're following. Huh? What are you following? Correct? This is pure nonsense. Correct? See, one who is faithful is a proper candidate for devotional service. First, you become a proper candidate for devotional service. In terms of one degree of faith in devotional service, one is first class, second class, neophyte, Vaishnava. Correct? Shastra yukti nahi jane drida srdavan. Madhyama adhikari se mahabhagyavan. One who has attained the intermediate stage is not very advanced in Shastric knowledge, but he has firm faith in the Lord. Such a person is very fortunate to be situated in the intermediate platform. Rati preme taratamye bhakta taratamam. Attraction and love for Krishna are the ultimate goal of devotional service. The degrees of such attraction and love distinguish the different stages of devotee, devotion, neophyte, intermediate, and perfection. Madhya 2271. An intermediate devotee is greatly attracted to chanting the holy name, and by chanting is elevated to the platform of love. If one chants the holy name of the Lord with great attachment, one can understand his position as an eternal servant of the spiritual master, other Vaishnavas, and Krishna himself. Is an eternal servant of the spiritual master, other Vaishnavas, and Krishna himself. Thus, the intermediate Vaishnava consider himself Krishna Das, Krishna's servant. He therefore preaches Krishna consciousness to the innocent neophytes and stresses the importance of chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. An intermediate devotee can identify the non-devotee or motivated devotee. See, that's another important point here. An intermediate devotee, that means someone who's an intermediate platform, which is a high platform, he can identify the non-devotee and the motivated devotee also. He can see through everything. Whereas the others who are on the neophyte level, they cannot see. And everybody is claiming he is a pure devotee, he is a pure devotee. How you can see? Unless you are very advanced. Yes. The motivated devotee or the non-devotee are on the material platform. What does motivated devotee mean? Sahaja. That means he has got some what? Speculative ideas, motives. And they are called prakarta. The intermediate devotee does not mix with such materialistic people. However, he understands that the Supreme Personality of Godhead and everything relate to him on the same transcendental platform. Actually, none of them are mundane. So this is a very high understanding. So we have to know this. This is the verse about chanting the holy name of the Lord continuously. So this is very important. So try to understand this. This verse. One who is constantly chanting the holy name of the Lord without any interruption is considered as a very high advanced devotee. So this is the platform we should try all to come, no? Huh? So, any other question? Hare Krishna, but I can't avoid because my parents they put onion and garlic into my food. What to do, Prabhu? I guess you leave the home, no? What else I'm supposed to do? If they're not favorable, what can you do? You mean to say you have, how old are you? How old are you? Are you
13 years old, Prabhu.
You're 14 years old. I guess a big problem, huh? Anyway, you fast. That's the best. Your mother puts onion and garlic. So I'm not eating. I don't want to eat. I'll fast. You try? Huh? Huh?
Yes, Prabhu,
Rice.
but my
You
mom
eat
doesn't
rice
allow.
and you take rice and take some papadam or something. Or you take rice and yogurt or something. Or you eat your chapati with your pickle or something. Huh? Can do? Huh? Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
Ah. Because you're too young, I'm sure it'll be difficult. So you try to, push your parents and see if they can help you.
Yes,
Okay,
Prabhu.
join our group chat. Oh, that's Manu there. Hare Krishna, Bandhu Sanjay. In sometime in our spiritual practice, the material problem try to disturb us. So how can we should we do this stage of life when we are suffering many such pain and try to balance spiritual life? How can we manage? Please tell Prabhu. So this is because we are still in the modes. When we are in the modes, for sure we will be disturbed by Maya. The best way is already Prabhupada has explained and I've shown that you have to do this Mangala Arti, wake up in the morning and try to come to the mode of transcendental goodness. And when you are in the transcendental goodness, then you cannot disturb by Maya. Maya cannot disturb you. See? When a person is in the transcendental platform, then Maya cannot disturb. He comes to the Brahma Bhuta platform. So when you are in the Brahma Bhuta platform, you're feeling, what is that? You're feeling blissful, no? So the whole thing is to come to the Brahma Bhuta. See, when this is in the Brahma Bhuta, you see, immediately you are happy, fully joyful. One who thus transcendently situated, one realizes the Supreme Brahman and becomes fully joyful. He never laments or desires to have anything, is equally disposed to every living, and in that stage he attains pure devotional zone to me. So this is the solution. The solution is that you must come to the above the modes of goodness, passion and ignorance. So that means that you have to wake up in the morning, you have to chant your rounds, do this during Brahma Bhuta time, Brahma Murta time, then you see you will be making tremendous advancement. If you're getting disturbed, that means you are not doing this program. I'm sure. Are you doing this program? Are you here? Hello? Who asked this question? Are
Yes,
you,
Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
you're here, huh? Okay. Where are you from?
I am from Odisha, Bhubaneswar, Prabhuji. India,
Okay.
from India. Odisha, Bhubaneswar.
Orissa, Bhuvaneshwara, huh?
Yes, yes, Prabhuji.
Are you waking up in the morning doing Mangalarti and all that?
No, Prabhuji, sometime I wake up, but sometime I was not able to wake up, Prabhuji.
So then sometime you do, sometime don't do. How can Maya not affect you? Correct? So you
Yes,
start to become fixed up. When you become fixed up, then even Maya come, you are not bothered. You will not affect you.
yes,
Understand?
Prabhuji. Ji, Prabhuji.
Explain here in this verse.
Ji, Prabhuji.
Devotee who is in Krishna consciousness, he is not disturbed at all. Huh?
जी प्रभु।
See here, this verse, So in this Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says here, Yasmin stito na dukena guruna api vichalyate. It's in this verse that if he becomes fixed up in devotional service, when been situated in such a position, one is never shaken, even in the midst of greatest difficulty. Just like Lord Shiva says, he can go to hell also, no problem. Devotee doesn't care, even go to hell or go heaven, no problem. He's not disturbed. Why? Because he's holding on to Krishna, Krishna's lotus feet, and he doesn't care. Understand? So this is the challenge. You can come to that platform. It's not that you cannot. So you must become fixed in every day, unfailingly. Then your mind will never waver, without any doubt. Even if it does, you are not disturbed. You understand? Like a child, Prabhupada gave the example of a child holding the parent's hand. So you go to a child when he got nobody, he will be definitely, you go and catch him, he will be crying. But when he's holding the hand of the father or the mother, then he will beat you back. Is it not? Because he's confident. So the same way, if we are holding the lotus feet of Guru and Krishna, then Maya will not become a problem. But when you are not holding the lotus feet of Guru and Krishna, then of course you are sitting duck. When I say sitting duck means what, easily overtaken by Maya. So you have to become strict, huh? Yes? Hello?
Yes Prabhuji.
You try to do every day, and you see the difference.
Yes Prabhuji.
Then your point, Prabhuji, surely the path of God, we don't know about others, but we sure Prabhupada is a Mahabharata, so we stick with Prabhupada instruction, our spiritual life will be good. That's it. Why we have to go experiment with this guy and that guy? Experiment some catching a dog's tail and trying to swim the ocean. You're going to drown, no? Correct. Why not hold on to Prabhupada? Prabhupada says, you catch hold of my dhoti, I'll take you back. Already Prabhupada gave you the assurance. Others cannot say all these things. Anybody say this thing that you hold on to my dhoti, I'll take you back? Nobody say. Say only one person. Who? Prabhupada. So why we have to, go here and there? Prabhuji, can you please explain that Satyam Priyam Hitam shloka in Bhagavad Gita? What shloka number is that? Satyam Priyam Hitam. Where that? What shloka? Can you tell me? Where is it? Can you put up? You say shloka in Bhagavad Gita. Where is it? Hello? Huh? Where is this verse? Can anyone point out, help? Where is this verse?
Rahul posted 17:15.
Huh?
Rahul posted the verse 17:15.
17:15. Huh?
Yes. 17:15.
17:15 has got this Satyam. Oh, yeah. We have to speak in such a way that it is beneficial, priyam, loving manner. That is the meaning. But you cannot do this. And the best way to do this is to quote the scriptures. Huh? You understand? That's why Prabhupada write in the purport, you can see, if a person does not quote the scriptures, then it is bogus. How to speak truthfully? This verse here, Satyam Priyahitam, beneficial. Priyahitam, Prabhupada translated here, dear and beneficial. Is this verse? Truthful, dear and beneficial. And that can only come if you repeat the word of God. If you show the word of God, Shastra, then it's beneficial. If you don't show the scripture, then what is the use of that? Huh? You can see here, if someone claims to be a spiritual master, then he must pick the Shastra. Hmm? According to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, this is the way an incarnation should be accepted. Sri Narotam Das Thakur says, Sadhu Shastra Guru Vakya Chitte Te Kari Akya. One should accept a thing as genuine by studying the words of saintly people, the spiritual master, and the Shastra. The actual center is the Shastra. See this word here? Huh? The actual center is the Shastra, the revealed scripture. If a spiritual master does not speak according to the revealed scripture, he is not to be accepted. This is called Priyahitam. Not that he speak, emotionally and, give a lot of entertainment talk and tell stories, This is not Priyahitam. The center is the Shastra, the revealed scripture. If the spiritual master does not speak according to the revealed scripture, he is not to be accepted. See here, if the spiritual master does not speak the revealed scripture, he is not to be accepted. You understand? Similarly, if a saintly person does not speak according to Shastra, he is not a saintly person. Again, another very important point. Similarly, if a saintly person does not speak according to Shastra, he is not a saintly person. The Shastra is the center for all. That is it. The base is the Shastra. Unfortunately, at the present moment, people do not refer to the Shastra. Therefore, they accept rascals. Prabhupada is writing here, rascals, as incarnation, and consequently, they have made incarnation into a very cheap thing. This is the problem. This is the outcome. If you don't accept the Shastra, then you will go and accept all this cheap incarnation and a guy who's uttering all kind of nonsense. As very, very what? Great personalities. No Shastric injunction, no backing, no nothing. And here we are quoting everything and they're criticizing us. See the irony?
Yes, Prabhuji, right.
Everything you ask, I'm just showing you from every part of this whole books that Prabhupada left us. And yet I'm bogus. I'm the most bogus. Everyone who speaks some rubbish, oh, they are very great people. Look at this thing. Look at this.
Yes, Prabhuji, right.
Yes?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, Prabhuji, right.
The Shastra, there's no Satyam Priyam Hitam. This is bogus, says here by Prabhupada. Correct? Yes?
Yes, Prabhuji.
So you try to understand what is Satyam, what is Priyahitam. If you cannot quote the scriptures, that means you are bogus through and through. You are not worth a dime. Is it clear?
Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji.
All right. I have two questions: how to practice bhakti while in the student life. Chant Hare Krishna, follow as much as you can. We cannot have altar, don't have altar, do it in your mind. How to avoid onion and garlic? Just put up a stand with your parents and say, no, I'm not eating. I will starve and die if you don't give me. Then, okay, you see, you have to become determined. Whether you are determined or mother and father are determined. Let's see. Yes. Anyway, you tell them you save cost, but you don't put onion and garlic in my food, you save money. What? Yes? Hello? You try. Satya Sayatan Ghosh from YouTube. What's your opinion on Adi Shankara and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? You can read about him completely. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu smashed Adi Shankaracharya's philosophy. That's in the Madhya Lila 6th chapter. He talked with Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, defeating all the points of Shankaracharya. You can go and read that. This is a long subject. So many points Shankaracharya is saying about how the soul is the same as Narayan. He's equating Narayana as an ordinary jiva, ordinary jiva. This has been defeated by Madhvacharya, defeated by Ramanujacharya, defeated by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, defeated by Jiva Goswami. All these explanations are there in this canto, this chapter, Madhya Lila, 6th chapter. You can read. All the points are there. Do you have the book? Chaitanya, anyway, you can get it online. I recommend you to read. With an atheist doing all social reform activities and helping poor, what will happen when you give up this body? Not very meaningful. What question, Prabhu? But asking curiosity for my foolishness. Why we worry about this atheist guy? He's going to hell, no? He can do any activity. If his moment is an atheist, he goes to the darkest region of hell. That is already explained here in this verse. And their punishment is the worst. I think it's this verse. And for one who acts impiously, ignorantly because of atheism, the resultant hellish life is the worst. He's going to go to hell. But if he's an atheist, his resultant work is worse, it's hellish. Either he goes and feed the people, or he goes and build bridges, or he build bank, whatever. If he's an atheist, then his life is going to be most miserable. Yes? Hello? Is it clear?
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes, Prabhuji.
Doing Krishna conscious activity means we will be situated above the three gunas. Yes. When you do Krishna conscious activity like hearing and chanting, then you transcend the three modes of material nature. Better still, if you have a spiritual master like Prabhupada, bona fide, then you also go above the three modes of material nature. Understand? So this is a very powerful method. By serving a pure devotee, then this will counteract this Maya, and you go immediately to the mode of pure goodness. Because a pure devotee is got no Maya. So when you go and serve him, you also go beyond Maya. All right, so 17, 15, okay. Any other questions?
Not a question, but I did have recently an experience, amazing one. In Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, chapter 10, verse number 32, there's a misprint. Actually, the misprint came from the second canto, chapter 10, verse 3. I was having a lot of questions about like what's going to happen ahead of time, but I decided, why not, read the Srimad Bhagavatam to clear my head and everything. Nimani Prabhu, he advised, it's best to read the Srimad Bhagavatam. All the questions are answered over there. So in that misprint, in that 10th second canto, chapter 10, the title of that chapter is the Srimad Bhagavatam has the answer to all the questions. I just saw it as, amazing. I think I have the original Srimad Bhagavatam with me from 1980. I can show you and everything. That misprint, it doesn't show text 32, but shows another page from a second canto and everything. And I just wanted to share that with you.
This is the point. Another thing is that the Srimad Bhagavatam has got the answers to all questions.
Yes.
Moment you come to Krishna, then all your Maya is finished, no? That's the root cause of the material world, because forgetting Krishna, then the living entity becomes bewildered. And bewildered condition is got so many doubts. But when it comes to Krishna, the sun, then there's no more Maya, there's no more doubts. Maya cannot affect, you can see in this verse. Under no circumstance can the words of person bewildered by illusory energy of the Lord deviate the intelligence of those who are completely surrendered souls. You understand? In other words, those who are not Krishna conscious, and they are bewildered by the illusory energy of the Lord. So in this bewildered position, they don't know what to do, what not to do. They simply do something which meant distraction from themselves and everything else. And see all the world, what's going on, messed up. Everything is messed. They don't know. Yes.
Yeah, they don't know anything, bro.
Yes. Because they are bewildered. And that's another thing about Maya. Maya is so powerful that in that bewildered condition, it makes you feel that, yeah, you're on the right path. That's how Maya works. Although you're going the wrong path and going down the ditch, still you're thinking, no, 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 I'm on the right track. That's how Maya works. That's what called bewilderment. You cannot understand. You understand? You cannot see yourself. You cannot understand what's going on. You're completely lost. You follow?
Yes, bro. Completely lost.
Yeah. Due to ignorance, the materialistic person does not know anything about his real self-interest, the auspicious path in life. He is simply bound to material enjoyment by lusty desires, and all his plans are made for this purpose. For temporary sense gratification, such a person creates a society of envy, and due to this mentality, he plunges into the ocean of suffering. Such a foolish person does not even know about this. This is another problem.
Yes.
Completely bewildered. So why we should go into this crazy platform? You must be foolish, right?
Very much foolish, bro.
Yes, stupid, no? Why we want to be in this platform?
Now they're even admitting that the scientific studies that they've done before, way back when, are now coming out as false and pseudoscience now. Most of these medical studies are becoming pseudoscience. There was an article that stated that many of them are becoming are being discovered as false. So people are losing faith in science.
Yeah, people are losing faith because the leaders are misleading and they're not giving any proper direction. Understand? The problem is because they have been misled. There's a word Prabhupada said, following these blind leaders, they all fall into the ditch. What is that verse in the seventh canto?
Oh, yes. Seventh.
Nate Pusvartha Gatim Vishnu 7-5 something. What is that? Anyone? They do not know the actual person they should surrender to is Vishnu.
31.
31?
7-5-31. Yeah.
So this is the cause. You don't know, then it is like this. This is what is the cause. verse is quoted by Prabhupada many times. Nate viduha swartha gate me Vishnu durashaya te bahirartha maninaha anda yatanda upaniyamana te piji tantra urudami padaha. A person who are strongly entrapped by the consciousness of enjoying material life, this is the thing, strongly entrapped by the consciousness of enjoying material life. This is what they are all doing. Every guy is there. And who have therefore accepted a leader, accepted as their leader, they all voted for these guys, a blind man, attached to sense gratification, sense object, cannot understand that the goal of life is to return home back to Godhead and engage in the service of Lord Vishnu. Nate vidu swartha gatim, their swartha, their goal of life is Vishnu, they cannot understand. They accept these crazy blind guys. As a blind man guided by another blind man meets the right path and fall into a ditch, materially attached man led by another materially attached man are born by the roads of fruitive labor, which are made of very strong gods, and they all continue again and again in material life, suffering the threefold of miseries. This is what is the result. So who is going to be happy? Who can become happy? Krishna is such a fool, that you do anything you like and you will get happiness. Is it? Krishna is such a fool that he is dishing out happiness freely, please take, and you can do all kind of sinful activities. Is that a fact? If you are looking for happiness, so are the animals also. And if you are killing them and making them unhappy, then some reaction must come back to you. Is it not? Is it not? You live on your happiness should be at the expense of others' unhappiness. That doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense at all. Only you should be happy and everyone else will suffer. What kind of nonsense is that? Yeah? You want happiness, you must make everybody happy. Then you will become happy. But you cannot do that unless you have Krishna. That's not possible. Unless you have Krishna, this making everybody happy is not possible. You can keep trying, it's not work. It will not work. Nasti buddhi ayuktasya, nacha yuktasya bhavana, nacha bhayavataha svantir, ashantasya kutaha sukam. One who is not connected with the Supreme in Krishna consciousness can have neither transcendental happiness nor the steady mind, without which there is no possibility of peace. How can there be any peace, any happiness without peace? If you are not connected to Krishna, that's not possible. Hello? Not possible. You can try, you can keep trying. Like Durashya, that's now the word. Durashya means hope against hope. Hoping, and this hope it will never come. Understand? The moment you try to get this happiness, distress is already following you. Do you know the verse? You know this verse? The moment you go for happiness, distress is already following you. You know this? Hello?
No.
Anyone knows? I think it's 7942, I think. Let me see. Not here. Maybe 7742. Let me see.
7742.
Yeah. All right. Sukaya dukaya mokshaya sankalpa iha karminaha sadapnoti iha dukam anihaya sukavrataha. In this material world, every materialist desires to achieve happiness and diminishes distress. Therefore, he acts accordingly. However, one is happy as long as one does not endeavor for happiness. As soon as one begins his activity for happiness, his condition of distress begins. Hello? Huh? This is a nonsense, There's pure nonsense. That's what they're trying to do. They are all trying to become happy by Sanskrit. It will not work. It cannot work. You understand this point?
Yes.
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 The only way you can be really happy and not become influenced by all this distress and all that is by becoming Krishna conscious. And if you want to compromise that, then there's going to be problem. Krishna is brought us here in this material world to realize our mistake and reform and go back. And he's not trying to make you stay here forever. No. Then how you will ever learn? How you will ever learn? You will never learn, correct?
Yes.
Yes or not?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah. So try to understand, become serious in our spiritual life, in this one life, try to make it back, That is the main duty of human life, to some or other get back home, back to Godhead. Not waste our time here and trying to analyze and all nonsense, You're not going to have any good thing here in this material world. That's a fact. There's nothing good here, If you think you're going to find something good here, that's going to be an illusion. Anything you think that can make you happy within this material world, that's Maya. Yes?
Yes. This is 100% fact.
Yes. So this is the illusion. We are completely illusion. In this material world, every living entity desires some future happiness, which is exactly like a mirage in the desert. Where is water in the desert? Or in other words, where is happiness in this material world? As for the body, what is this value? It is merely a source of various disease. The so-called philosophers, scientists, and politicians know this very well, but nonetheless they aspire for temporary happiness. Happiness is very difficult to obtain, but because they are unable to control their senses, they run after so-called happiness of the material world and never come to the right conclusion. This, yes, this is what
Yes.
everyone is trying. Everyone is thinking there's going to be some kind of a, rainbow, some kind of big jewel at the end of the rainbow. There's nothing there, Yes, the only
Yes.
thing on the rainbow is serving Krishna. Nothing else, Yes.
Yes, Prabhu. Describes perfectly the situation, the material situation that we see every day.
So we have to understand this, we cannot understand all these things if you don't take shelter of a pure devotee like Prabhupada. You're going to just try in your own way without a proper guru, then there's all going to be a very disturbing. As we surrender, then yeah, it is easy. If you don't surrender, it's going to be a problem.
That's Prabhu.
Any other questions?
Thank you, Prabhu. The guidance.
Any other questions in the chat?
Prabhu, I have a question.
What's your question?
Hare Krishna. Firstly, my respectful obeisances to you. Prabhu, they say save the best for the last, but I'm not sure if my questions are that nice, but I hope they are relevant. How can we know our quota? Like in Ishopanishad, it says that one should be satisfied with one's quota. And sometimes there can be obstacles even in prescribed services or, so there, like, I'm not sure if I'm exceeding my quota or Krishna is not helping me or like life situations and all. So I don't know what is my quota.
You just have to have a guru, no? When you don't have a guru, you'll be confused like this. And you don't want to take a guru. So how to help you? How to help you, tell me. You can know your quota, you can understand all these intricate things unless you have a guru. And if you don't want to surrender to guru, then how to help you? Tell me. You'll always have so many doubts.
How do I surrender? Like Guru Vagya and all these topics, I was developing questions.
Surrendering means you have to surrender to somebody and he will guide you and you accept his authority. Prabhupada, yes. And then we are all have a system here in ice camp. You work under the ice camp system, then you will be making advancement. Otherwise, it will be endless questions. Why? Because no surrender. Just like Arjuna, he said, Krishna asked him, are you ready? You have any more question? No, any more doubt? No, I'm finished. I've got my all clear now. I'm prepared to work and serve you. Because he accepted Krishna. And you don't want to accept, then definitely you will have always doubts and doubts and doubts and doubts and doubts. That's why it says if a person who does not accept a spiritual master will have unlimited obstacles in his various distressful practice. So you surrender first. In the whole Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says you surrender first and then you inquire and then you do service. If you're not going to do this, then how? Endless questions, Prabhu, endless. Yes?
Thank you, Prabhuji. I have even a question about Prabhupada. Like he was told by his spiritual master to preach in English-speaking countries, but he went to all the world and, like was he instructed that he can be a founder acharya and accept worship. So I think he also did things as per his choice and all. So I feel there is always a room of our own discretion.
Listen, you do not understand the mind of a great soul. You cannot. So don't speculate on Prabhupada. You don't know.
No, I don't want to offend him, but I feel there is a role of our discretion.
You cannot say like this because you don't know. You are not in that level. What Prabhupada did is seemingly like is against. No. Prabhupada is saying all the time, I am strictly following the order of my spiritual master. So I am not deviated at any point from the instruction of my spiritual master. So you cannot speculate that he deviated. That's not your position.
No, please, sorry, not deviated. I mean discretion, role of our discretion.
Your position now is to accept his instruction and follow. And first you surrender. You're not surrendering. You cannot question his authority.
Like my point is having our own discretion. Like he had
but there's a limit to your discretion. Not speaking against the order of Prabhupada. That cannot be accepted. You understand? Saying things like this, the Prabhupada also speculated. Judgment is complete. It's offensive.
No, not speculated, Prabhu. Means role of our discretion.
Especially someone who's a neophyte like you. You cannot speak like this. Because you're not surrendering. You don't want to surrender. You think that, no, I won't have a guru. I'll just do what I like. Then no, I'll go on with Friday classes, millions of years. I'll go on like this. There'll be no change. What's the point? Our whole idea of question and answer that you want to make advancement spiritually. That means you want to surrender. If you don't want to surrender, then what's the point?
Prabhuji, I want to surrender like...
idea of preaching is to make the participants surrender and take initiation. Otherwise, what's the use of your preaching?
Prabhu, just a small, I'm not trying to understand from Prabhupada's life. He received just 2 instructions from his guru. Rest, he did everything his own.
Prabhupada's position is transcendental. Whether he disobey or not disobey, that's not for you to judge.
Not disobeying, Prabhuji, but his own, you can say ingenuity.
You
his
cannot
own.
speculate in Prabhupada's position. You cannot try to understand the mind of a great soul. That's also an injunction there. You cannot understand the mind of a great soul. That's not possible. Just like you cannot understand why Krishna does certain things, because they are beyond, they are inconceivable. You understand this?
Okay.
So don't try to go into that level, become in your level and first learn how to surrender. Then yes, everything will be revealed to you in due course of time. As you surrender, Krishna says, I reward accordingly. First you surrender. If you don't want to surrender, then there cannot have any progress in your spiritual life. It's not possible. Then only doubts after doubts will keep coming. But when you surrender, then all doubts will be cleared. As Arjuna said, Nastamoham smriti labdha. By your mercy, I've cleared all my doubts. I'm ready to surrender and act as you wish. That is how you come positively. That's why Arjuna said, I accept totally. Sarvam ritaratan manye, mam vadasi keso. I accept in total 100% you said. You have to come to that level. If you're not coming to the level, then you will go on and on and on and on and on and on. Yes. Yes. Yes or not?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
I'm trying, Prabhu, to follow morning program and all.
When are you going to surrender now? That's the question now, nothing else. When are you going to surrender and accept Prabhupada wholeheartedly and work under his direction? When?
Prabhuji, I'm trying to read his books, associate with devotees, follow morning program.
That means you must come up and say, Prabhu, I want to surrender to Srila Prabhupada. Please make me surrender to Prabhupada. That's the question.
Prabhuji, I'm already trying to, there are human imperfections, but I'm trying.
How to try by speaking like this, Prabhu? This is not trying, Prabhu. Trying to judge Prabhupada like that is not trying.
No, my surrender I'm talking about, I'm trying to follow.
Surrender is not according to your terms. Your surrender should be according to the terms of what Prabhupada and Krishna has laid out.
Yes, Prabhuji, I'm trying to follow that only.
Of somebody who is very senior here, whichever temple you're working, whoever's association, and work under the authority. Can I work independently like this? Not possible. And neither good for you, nor for me, for anybody. If you go to Prabhupada and you say, Prabhupada, I'm your disciple, Prabhupada will ask immediately, who's your authority? No, but Prabhupada, who are you working with? Who's your authority? So if you have no authority, then what's the problem? It's going to have a lot of problems. Independent. Understand? Even great Acharya, Yamuna Acharya say, I don't want to be independent. I always want to work under your guidance. Sanata. There's a verse on that. So try to understand the system, Prabhu. Then try to surrender and work with it. Otherwise, you're going on and on and on and on. You'll never end. Our point is to make you a disciple of Srila Prabhupada. That's our objective. Not this Friday session is a chit-chat session, I'm chit-chat. Oh, Sundar Gopāl is so free, he'll just come online and I'll chit-chat with him, for the 2 hours. I'm not interested in chit-chatting, Prabhu. I have work to do. Understand? I'm going to so many places at this age, after suffering a big heart attack. Come on. Listen, I don't want to waste my time, Yes, if you can be productive in wherever you stay and help the ISKM to expand its preaching activity, then it's fruitful. Yes? Yes or not? How many people are there who do not know about Krishna and why we cannot help them? Because we are not surrendering. That's the problem. That's the problem. What's the problem? I am independent. I will just go on, do whatever I like, and then that's going on in my spiritual life. This is bogus philosophy, Prabhu. It will not work. Sorry for my strong language, but this is what it means. You have to surrender.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Any other questions? How to improve our chanting? Yeah, you have to wake up in the morning and chant. Go on Mangalarati. This is what I've spoken the whole day in this class. You're not going to do that. How are you going to improve? Huh? All right. Any other last question before we wrap up?
Prabhuji, Hare Krishna.
Yes.
I have a small question, Prabhu. So regarding Bhagavad Gita, so we have 18 chapters, right, Prabhu? So Prabhupada gave for each and every chapter in our Bhagavad Gita, we see name, like some are related to like Dhyana Yoga, all these and all. Some are not having the yoga name, but the question is like, is every chapter related to yoga only?
Krishna is speaking about how to go back to him. And going back to him is called yoga. Either it's karma yoga or jnana yoga or bhakti yoga. That is the process. Yoga means linking. Either you link with Lord with karma or jnana or bhakti, but you have to link with him. That means yoga. Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
That's all. Yoga means linking. So the whole idea is to how to link with Krishna. Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
Finally, he says, Sarva Dharma Parijaya, forget all these things and just surrender to me, come to me, correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
So the process is linking. That is called yoga. So our whole idea is to go to Krishna, and actually to go to Krishna means to go through our spiritual master who is going to be the via medium in linking us to Krishna.
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu.
So that is what we are doing. We are been following YD Bhakti under the guidance of spiritual master. He tells you to do this, tells you to do that. We just follow. Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
And then we eventually will become advanced, and then we will be able to have linked with Krishna, and then you become very happy.
Yes, Prabhu.
Correct?
Yes, yes, Prabhu.
Who is this asking this question?
And Venugopal Das.
Oh, Venugopal. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
All right. So, anything else? Thank you very much for your time here with me. I'm very happy. I'm sorry for being a little bit hard and heavy, but that has to be done. Unless we speak very harshly, nobody will learn. That is a fact. So this is our ISKM standard, that we become serious, not simply waste time chit-chatting and, doing all nonsense. Yes?
Yes, Prabhu. Thank you for the wake-up call.
Yes. You all have to do this to help many conditioned souls. The more and more people become Krishna conscious, then their life is successful. That much you have understood. So that much if you can preach, then the whole world will change. Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
So please help everybody preach this message, make more devotees, and Prabhupada will be very, very happy with you. All right. All glories to all of you. Thank you very much.
Hari Hari. Thank you very much for your kindness and session, Prabhu. Thanks all. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Krishna, Evo.